Christine wakes up in bed next to a stranger. Panicked, she quickly grabs her clothes and rushes into the bathroom. But the moment she steps inside, her mind is shaken. The walls are completely covered with photos of her and that man together, almost like someone is desperately trying to remind her of something. She notices the wedding ring on her finger, and her fear grows even stronger. Who is this man? When she comes out, the man, Ben, is calmly sitting on the bed, waiting for her. Then he reveals something even more disturbing. They have been married for 14 years, and she is now 40 years old. Christine is shocked because, in her mind, she is still in her 20s. Ben explains that 14 years ago, she was involved in a terrible accident that destroyed her memory. She can only remember things for one day, and every time she sleeps, her memory resets. Every morning, she wakes up believing she is still that young woman with no memory of her real life. Ben tells her to trust him. While making breakfast, Ben keeps telling her stories about their marriage and life together. But the real question is he telling the truth or hiding something? Before leaving for work, Ben shows her a list of things she might need and where to find them. Christine notices a note about packing a bag. Ben says he plans to take her somewhere for their anniversary. Now alone in the house, Christine tries to make sense of everything. Suddenly, the phone rings. On the other side is Dr. Nash, a man secretly helping her recover her memories. He tells her that Ben probably does not know she has been seeing a doctor. Nash asks her to look behind the wardrobe for a shoebox. Inside the box, she finds a camera. When she turns it on, she sees recordings of herself talking about her memory condition. From that moment, the story becomes even more mysterious. 2 weeks earlier, Christine had been meeting Dr. Nash in secret. He explains that he is a neuropsychologist researching memory loss like hers, and he offers to treat her for free. Every day, despite forgetting him, Christine had agreed to keep seeing him. At his office, he gives her a camera and asks her to record a video diary every single day. Then comes the first huge shock. Her injuries were not caused by a car accident. According to Nash, she was brutally attacked 10 years ago and repeatedly hit in the head. Christine is completely confused because Ben told her a totally different story. Nash even shows her old news articles about the attack. Now, one terrifying question fills her mind. Why would someone want to kill her? Before she leaves, Nash tells her to keep the camera secret from Ben so she can record everything honestly. That night, while Ben is in the kitchen making cocoa, Christine secretly records her first video diary in the bathroom. But when she hears Ben approaching, she quickly hides the camera and pretends to sleep. The next morning, everything resets again. Same confusion, same fear. She has no idea what she does every day, and it slowly destroys her from the inside. Later, while watching her own recordings with Dr. Nash, she realizes something horrifying. Without those videos, she would believe every lie Ben tells her, including the fake car accident story. Now she begins to wonder what else he might be hiding. Nash says they cannot speak on the house phone because it is risky. Christine admits she is exhausted from constantly being afraid and asks if the treatment is really working. Nash explains that revisiting the place where the attack happened could help restore her memories. They travel to an industrial area and meet a caretaker who found her years ago. He reveals she was discovered naked, wrapped only in a sheet, covered in blood, and unable to remember anything. Later, Christine asks why she had been near the airport. Nash suggests she may have been having an affair because there are many hotels nearby. Medical reports also showed recent sexual activity. Horrified, Christine wonders if she had been assaulted, but Nash says there was no evidence of rape. Back home, Christine becomes determined to uncover the truth, no matter what. One night, while showering with Ben, she suddenly remembers a man with a scar on his jaw. Later, she dreams of a hotel room and the violent attack. The next day, Nash performs tests and shows her several photographs. One picture causes a strong reaction in her brain scans, a woman named Claire, but Christine cannot remember her. At dinner, Christine asks Ben about Claire. At first, he claims not to know her, then admits they used to be friends. He says Claire could not handle Christine's condition anymore. Christine becomes suspicious because Ben keeps hiding things. She later records a message saying she does not trust him. As days pass, Christine discovers hidden photos, strange lies, and even memories of a child. She notices stretch marks on her body and remembers talking to her son. When she confronts Ben, he tearfully tells her their son Adam died from meningitis before turning 9 years old. Christine is devastated, but for Ben, the grief is old. For her, it feels brand new every single day. Soon, she starts remembering more fragments of the attack, especially the scarred man named Mike. One day, while sitting in Nash's car, she notices his name tag. His real name is Mike. Suddenly, everything changes. Terrified, Christine realizes Dr. Nash is actually the same man who attacked her years ago. She tries to escape, but he chases her with a syringe and captures her. Later, Mike calls her and claims he only sedated her because she was confused. He also hints that he discovered something shocking about Ben. As the mystery deepens, Mike reveals that Ben divorced Christine years ago after their son supposedly died. Christine later reconnects with Claire, who confirms many painful truths, including including that she and Ben briefly became close after Christine's condition worsened. Claire also gives Christine an old letter from Ben explaining why he left. He says watching Christine's condition was destroying both him and their son. Eventually, Christine records a message for Ben saying she still loves him despite everything, but then the truth finally explodes. Claire calls Christine with shocking news. Ben has actually been living alone for years and has not seen Christine in 4 years. The man living with her is not Ben at all. He is Mike. The photos around the house are fake. The memories start flooding back. Mike was obsessed with her after the attack. He forged documents, took her from a care home, and pretended to be her husband so he could keep her trapped with him forever. Christine remembers everything. Mike was the man who attacked her in the hotel years ago. Mike confesses that he could not let her go. When Christine tries to escape, he attacks her again. He destroys all her recordings and says they will either stay together forever or die together. Then Christine remembers one final shocking truth. Her son Adam is still alive. Mike attacks her again, but this time she fights back. During the struggle, she stabs him and escapes. She triggers the fire alarm and the police arrive just in time. Later in the hospital, Christine records a new video explaining the truth. The doctor tells her Mike will be sent to prison. Then someone walks into the room, the real Ben, and beside him is Adam, alive and healthy. At first, Christine struggles to recognize him, but slowly the memories return. Tears fill her eyes as she hugs him tightly and whispers, "You're my Adam."